Mount Hanover is one of the highest peaks in the North Shore range of BC, Canada. It's nestled in behind Mount Brunswick, and although it's not visible from the Sea to Sky Highway, it actually is visible from a lot of Metro Vancouver right beside the Lions. It features a pretty rad south couloir straight down from the summit, which is my objective for the video. The only real catch of this line is that it's a pretty significant trek by foot to get in, as you're about to find out. Hey, I'm Sid. Welcome to Subalpinism. On this episode, I'm gonna ski the South Couloir off of Hanover in horrible conditions. You don't do a 10-kilometer approach to ski great snow down a couloir. You do a 10-kilometer approach because you'll want a bag of summit. So I'm just gonna eat some of this cabbage. I'm gonna get trucking. Howdy everyone, it's 11:45 p.m. I was meant to take the 6:40 ferry and it ended up sailing back at 10:40. So I'm gonna get all ready here. I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna have 2 hours of sleep, and then I'm gonna have the sickest ski day of the year, hopefully. We'll see. Got my beacon, my shovel, my probe, my extra water bottle, first aid kit, skins, bear spray, water, warm wax, toilet paper, extra layers, Garmin inReach, whole bunch of snacks, boots, a shell, kitty, ready to go. Good morning, it's 2:45 in the morning. Just getting ready to head out here. 2:40 a.m. power breakfast. Arugula here. Pear preserve that my grandpa made. I'm just gonna finish it off with some double smoked cheddar. 2:59 in the morning, got all the stuff, and we are on the road. This morning I'm going for what I've been told is a North Shore Old School Classic. We're gonna go for the South Couloir on Hanover. So if I start at 4 a.m., I think I'll be able to get to the top in about 5 hours, and that'll put me at the top right at 9 a.m. Reese unfortunately couldn't come with me today, so I'm doing a solo mission. He's just a family man. He likes to say he's 26 going on 46, and some days it shows, and today's one of those days. Hope you have a nice Easter Saturday with your fam. I definitely respect that decision. I drove to the northern terminus of the Howe Sound Crest Trail, which is about a 35-minute drive from my house. It was pretty eerie pulling up so early in the morning, but there was a guy filming time lapses of the stars with a laptop set up in the parking lot, which was pretty cool. The main reason Hanover doesn't get skied too much is because you have to walk in from almost at sea level, and it's a 1,750 meter peak with around a 12-kilometer approach, and it's, a lot of hiking with your skis on your back to get in. Bringing the airbag with me. Gotta say, it does feel a little weird putting sunscreen on before 4 a.m., but such is the life of a redhead in the mountains. Don't forget to wear your moon screen. It is 3:59 a.m., so I am right on time. Just gonna slam a bit of coffee and I'm gonna get walking. These back lights on the mini truck ever handy. So nice for getting stuff ready at ungodly hours. I gotta drink as much of the boiling hot coffee as I can here. Well, I'm just delayering. I already made it up a little bit. There's a creek there. I brought a little flask so I could drink from the creeks on the way up to avoid carrying as much water. Hope I don't get eaten by a bear. All right, well, there hasn't been a ton to see up here. I've just been trudging through the woods for an hour. Just got to the park boundary. We got 3 kilometers left to Deeks Lake, 7 to the emergency shelter right below the line I want to ski. So I'm just gonna eat some of this cabbage. And we're gonna have a nut butter. I'm gonna get trucking. Well, I just crushed 973 meters vert with my skis on my back and 2 hours, 36 minutes. Could be worse. Sun's just starting to come up, just getting some color. I just got up to Deeks Lake here. Sick, feels good to have the skis on. I'm not looking forward to climbing back down that. I think that's where I'm going, that saddle up there in the distance. Looks doable. There's a hilarious little pinner chute right there above Deeks Lake. Just getting the first rays of sun right there. This crust is hard though, so I think we got time for it to soften up. Ain't that pretty? That's Brunswick. Almost 2 years ago, we skied that top bowl in July. So stoked to be back up here. Summit of Hanover right up there, the objective just poking over. Decent sized wet loose blasted down there yesterday, took out a tree or two. I'm hoping I'm gonna be out of here before noon, this upper valley, so not super concerned about that stuff, because that's all on west aspect that's been sliding. It's not gonna get sun until afternoon. Just got a little sporty for a second, just boot packing this little steep part next to that waterfall. Grated my finger on the ice a little. All right, let's see how easy this ridge is gonna be to get. Doesn't look that bad. Sometimes they're worse when you get close up though. It'd be really nice if it was still soft snow up there. I'm kind of hoping for it. There's the West Couloir. Looks chundered out. Here's hoping the south one's less chundered out. That little pinner chute up there is hilarious. That's so sick. Huge walls. There's some sub peaks off Brunswick. If the Hanover Couloir just looks fucking stupid, then I'll probably just go up Brunswick and ski some of that, because that looks pretty rad. Perfect timing. Just as I'm getting up here, my Garmin goes off. Reese saying send her, buddy. I think I will. Just having a cheese string and I'll put in some good hoofing. Getting a look at some more of the lines on Brunswick. I didn't realize so much stuff went up there. It's that one sick little mini couloir. Where is it? Right up there. Really neat zone. Only thing is access is hilarious. 1,000-meter boot pack. Right around now, you sort of forget about how long it took you to get up here and how long it's gonna take you to get down, and you just live in the moment, feel awesome. Got right up to the base of these chutes. I think this is where I'm gonna transition to boot packing. Brunswick looks so sick from this side. It looks like a real mountain. Hope it softens up pretty quick. I don't know about that though. I might end up skiing this in chunder. But whatever, I'm still skiing it. Stoked, it's safe. I'd rather ski snow like this and be safe than good snow and, you know, be worrying about avalanches. That's so sick. You can see the city right there. Hey, Vancouver. I had no idea you could see Hanover from Vancouver. That's sick. Phew! Almost there. View from up here is so sick. See the whole lower mainland. No way. Phew! Oh, hell yeah. Phew! That was a mission. All right, let's not fall off a cornice here. Oh! Woo-hoo! Oh, that's it. I'm not going up there because that's a big old cornice. Oh man, a little crown there on the north side. Woo! Hell yeah. All right, well, I just had a good feed, and you know what? There's actually a little bit of cloud hanging around. It's supposed to be a bit more blue than this. I'm gonna have to wait for hours to get this to soften up, so you know what? It's a ski mountaineering day. You don't do a 10-kilometer approach to ski great snow down a couloir. You do a 10-kilometer approach because you'll want to bag a summit. I'm just gonna ski this thing in chunder, and I'm gonna have a fucking blast doing it. The boots are fully cranked. Time to send it. Gonna take her real easy here. Oh yeah. What's this look like? Oh, buddy. That's a pretty rad line too, hey. Cool. Ha! That's friggin' sick. You'd have to climb back out of it and then have a hell of an exit. Woo! Yeah, that's okay. Oh, this is gonna be so fucked. I love it. So stupid. The steep part will be spicy. Woo! Oh yeah. Spice City. So bad.
So my ski punched through the crust a little bit right there. Luckily I was able to save it though by skiing straight into a rock. I did manage to whip my pole that didn't have the ice axe down the couloir in the process though.
Dropped my pole part way there. Well, we made her down. I've skied better snow, you could say. Down we go. She getting punchy. There's where I was. Fun stuff. Man, even skiing ice out here is just an absolute blast. And honestly, when you stay on top of the crust like this, it really could be worse. I feel like I'm in steep. Man, these are sliding. Wax does stuff. I just noticed there's a little bit of red right there in the forest. It's the roof of the emergency shelter. I am most definitely not adding that on to walk up there and show you guys. So sorry, next time. Only half the mission's done. I think it's gonna take me 3 hours to get out from here. If it takes me less than 3, I'll be surprised and happy. But going down that boot pack snow section, right at snow line, is gonna be absolute bull with my skis on my back. 500-meter descent with a 10-kilometer approach from sea level. No wonder no one skis it, eh? Goodbye, Mount Brunswick. Till next time, we'll ski in June. Woo. Open creeks at like 1,100 meters in March is insane. snow is so grabby. It's so punchy and variable. And that's a beefy hemlock in the middle of this slide. Just some wet slide debris from yesterday, pushing surprisingly far down into the forest. More wet slide. Whew! Classic subalpinism terrain. Oh, should we straight line it down to the lake? Woo!
Honestly, some of the most fun I ever have skiing is navigating through stupid forest terrain like this. I just have a blast.
Woo!
Just filling up my water bottles at the creek. I use Solomon filter caps so I can just drink creek water without getting the runs. Being able to fill up when you know there's going to be open creeks just lets you go with less water, and water's the heaviest thing in your pack, so the less you can carry the better.
Got some water, time for another snack, and then we're skating across the lake. After 7.5 hours of solitude, I got to chat with a few snowshoers. That was nice. They're headed up to Deeks Peak. They said they've tried it a couple times, but keep getting turned around. Honestly, with the firm travel conditions today and how thick the crust is, I think they'll make it. I think today's their day. They're headed right up there. I wasn't quite sure how I was gonna put my shoes on, but I think this will work pretty well. All right, we're trying some skins on skiing. People are gonna look at those tracks and wonder what the hell happened.
I skied down absolutely as far as I could, popped my skis off, threw them on my back, and started walking.
Fucker. Now that I'm done racing for ice, I can stop and admire the waterfall a little bit. Pretty cool. Little mini canyon. Got the shoes on the front, skis on the back, ski boots on the feet. I find it's easier to walk down this stuff in ski boots than it is trail shoes, so. It's nice to go downhill. Feeling surprisingly good for 2 hours of sleep. Don't know if I really took the time to explain this morning what was going on, because I was just so tired and just trying to get up there because I thought it might be warming up. And yeah, last night I was out on the Sunshine Coast visiting my grandparents. It's like a 40-minute ferry ride away from Vancouver, and we were supposed to get the 6:40 ferry home. So we were just waiting at the terminal and the boat unloaded, and then before we could load, there's just an announcement that said that the boat was just going back to Horseshoe Bay and they're not loading anyone because of a mechanical issue. Anyways, long story short, I didn't get home last night until 11:30 p.m. I got all my stuff together really quick. I showered, I slept for 2 hours. I woke up at 2:30 in the morning and I headed straight up here. And I think I'm just kind of riding the high of the whole adventure because I actually don't even feel that bad. I should definitely feel worse after having 2 hours of sleep, but I had a lot of adrenaline on the way up, just like silent, going up through the woods, just yelling the whole way up, trying to scare away any potential bears or cougars. Once I get in the car and I get my gear off, I'll be super, super tired. Probably getting to the point here where I might be able to put my trail shoes on. Not too much snow now. Probably at the next creek, I'll transition over to my running shoes. That way I can drink some creek water at the same time. That's 675 meters elevation, still going in my ski boots here. I said I'd take them off at a creek. I don't remember a stretch this long without a creek. This area up ahead though has creek energy, so fingers crossed. Woo! A creek. Time to put the shoes on and have some more snacks.
If you're still around at this point and you don't like my content and don't know what the hell you're doing, so you might as well like and subscribe, support the channel, get it in front of more people. My apologies to the couple diehard viewers I have that haven't uploaded anything in the last 2 months. I actually just got married, so it's been a pretty busy couple months. Pretty exciting, but I fell behind on the content, so my apologies. I've got a backlog of adventures though, and we're dead in the middle of spring ski season, so I'll have lots more coming. And yeah, I got my gear off, getting the heavy pack going again. It's funny how I'm so much less scared of bears when it's light out, even though I probably have a better chance of getting attacked by a bear when it's light out. Probably have a better chance of running into one at 1 in the afternoon down low than 4 a.m. Woohoo! Made it back out of the park. Pretty stoked. I think we got around 3K to go. It's like the first leg is like the flat Forest Service road, and then the second leg is the steep, annoying pitch all the way to the lake, and then the third leg is like the beautiful forest, like on the way up that tight little valley. It's kind of a neat, it's a neat mission. A long one, but a neat one. Just saw a sign that confirmed 3K to the parking lot. It's hilarious the difference in weather from the top to the bottom. Climbed up to 1,750 meters today and it was like, oh, probably a -2 and windy up there. And then come down here, it's like +10. I gotta say, the old school loggers sure went hard. There are like no views here and no cool big trees until like a good 5 kilometers in. Even like the first part of the provincial park has all been logged. Crazy how thorough of a job they did cutting everything down. I've been trying to convince people to do this line with me all winter. And then finally, it was just like, I knew the snowpack was solid and you know, it would be pretty safe and the tree well hazard isn't that bad right now. And yeah, it just feels really cool to go do a big solo mission. It's the biggest solo mission I've done so far. I like solos tour a lot, but just like smaller stuff. Super cool to get out there and just like bag like a pretty remote peak. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Like a 200-year-old big leaf. Funny they actually left a little chunk of old growth down here. That thing is just so gorgeous. Wow. Woo! The truck's right down there. When you go down steep parts with skis on your pack like this, you have to go down backwards, because if you don't, the tails of the skis hit the ground and they pitch you forwards. Well, back down at sea level. That trail reroute is cruel. Deposits you like 50 meters below the parking lot. Woohoo! Made it back. I really don't feel that bad considering it was like a 10-hour, 1,800 meter push. I think I'm gonna go drive and get like a nice latte and like some sort of fancy sandwich. Thanks for watching. This one was really fun to do. Yeah, really appreciate the support. Yeah, I'm a little zonked. Once you stop moving, it like starts setting in. Like, sure, the ski conditions are terrible, but you know, at least it's safe, and that way you're not super worried about slides and getting buried out on your own. So yeah, I had an amazing day, and scratched Hanover S Couloir off my list. So yeah, we'll see how long it is before I go back and ski again. Anyways, that's all for me. Peace, guys. Oh hell yeah, I'm excited.